Hello everybody, happy Tuesday. We are live at 5. My name is Denise Cox. Welcome to my craft room here. Actually, this is where I'm doing my videos from, but welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I am super excited to share a card tutorial with you every single Tuesday. Today is the first time we're going live at 5. My time used to be 7:30, but I feel like this is going to work a little bit better. And if you're not able to catch us at live at 5, then of course the replay will be posted for you to watch at any time. So that is what's new here at Bird's Nest. It's just this time change, but there is lots and lots new with Stampin' Up! So I'm just going to give everybody a few seconds here just to pop on. Just adjust my screen here so I can see any comments, see who's watching. Okay, let me just switch this one thing here. There we go. All right. So, okay, welcome everybody. Hello, Sherry. Thank you for joining me tonight, or this afternoon, I guess. I'm used to saying night. Thank you for being here. So as you all know, hopefully seen that the brand new catalog went live on July 1st, and it is so full of amazing products. I can't wait to share with you. We've also got Celebration starting right now. So for July and August, we have some amazing products in here. I shared the hippos with you on my blog and here on Facebook Live last week. So those are one of my favorite Celebration items, although a few of the others are growing on me as well. So stay tuned. By the end of August, I may have a different favorite. We all know how that goes. Okay, we also have the brand new mini catalog. This again is full of amazing products. And if you don't already have a copy, I'd love to send you one. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to send you one already, I would love to. I can send it anywhere in Canada. Just send me a message, or you can scroll through and find my request a catalog link. All right, so if you follow me on createwithbirdsnest.ca, you'll know that I feature a certain product every week. And this week I have chosen the adorable Kindest Gnomes and the Storybook Gnomes product suite. These guys are super cute. They have stolen my heart. They are absolutely adorable. I have so much fun creating with them. On Monday, I shared a really fun card on my blog, and tonight I've got a really awesome one to share with you as well. So let me just switch my screen down to my desk, and we're gonna go talk a little bit about Celebration, a little bit about the catalog, and then we're gonna do some stamping. So let's see. Hi, Sonia. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so as I mentioned, Celebration right here and mini catalog. They are amazing. So within the Celebration, if you're new to this promotion, Stampin' Up! Offers it twice a year. And this is the second round, so it runs July and August. And if you spend $60 on my online store, then you can choose a product out of here free with a $60 order. And there are lots of different items to choose from. Now, as you go through the catalog, aren't these ones really cute? I can just imagine those with some watercolors. Hello, Gail, welcome. There are, as you go through, so there are some that are free with a $120 order. So just pay attention to those. And these guys, oh my goodness, you guys, I can't wait to feature these. Look how sweet they are. Tree lot dies. Look at that little trailer. It's perfect for this time of year. And it does coordinate with a stamp set from the mini catalog called Trees for Sale. And it is amazingly cute too. So you could combine the two and you could make cards all year round with this set. So another one to keep your eye out on. It's a free with a $120 order. Again, we've got some more 120. And then what I wanted to point out was what's going on in the back of this brochure. So if you host a class in our workshop or a party, as I like to call them, during the months of July and August, and this can be an in-person class if you're local to me here in the West Kootenays, we can host a party, or you can do an online party, and you can get this free host set. So free when your party gets to $375. The other thing is the join promotion. So during Celebration is always an amazing time to join the Stampin' Up! Family. you can join my team and join the Stampin' Up! Family for July and August, and you're going to get this super awesome planner absolutely free. And it's not just a planner, because at first I was kind of like, oh, a planner, okay, I like to plan, I like to stay organized. But look what else you get. You get this fabulous, fabulous planner. And I'll open it for you, but things may come out because it's chock full. I've been working and planning and getting ready. You also get these 3 beautiful Stampin' Up! Notebooks. And if that's not enough, you also will get this fun making plans stamp set. So all of that is absolutely free on top of your amazing starting kit for joining the Stampin' Up! Family in July and August. So if you want to know more about that, you can visit my blog or you can message me, send me a Facebook message, send me a text, however you want to get a hold of me, and I would be happy to share it with you. Okay, so we have that. That is celebration. And here is our mini catalog. So the products I'm going to share with you today are, of course, as I mentioned, the Storybook Gnomes. So this suite is by far, as of right now, my very favorite suite in this catalog. I love it. I'm going to feature some products today that go along with this. And just real quick, I'm going to share with you the card I posted on my blog on Monday. Isn't that sweet? So these little gnomes and this mushroom house are cut from the designer series paper using the Gnome Dies. So it's a super sweet set. The only thing I've stamped on here is the greeting. I've used the Whimsy dies here, and you can make a really quick card really, really quickly. So that's that. I'm struggling with my words tonight. Have you guys noticed? Okay. The other item I'm going to share with you guys today from this catalog is the awesome Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder. And this is kind of hidden up here in the corner and down here, but once you see it, I think you're going to fall in love with it because I know that I sure did. It is really, really cool. So let me just clear some of this stuff off. Oh, and I should mention that that planner I shared with you is an 18-month planner. So you can have it all organized for the next 1.5 years. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, here's the card I'm going to share with you guys today. So I'm watching the comments. Let me know, even if you're watching the replay, what do you think? Are you loving this super cute gnome? I think he's really, really priceless. And on the inside of the card, I've also decorated it up. So the front is keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you. I love it. It's super cute. We've got some fun ribbon here, some designer series paper. So let's go ahead and start creating. I'm going to start, here are all the pieces. Now, there looks like there's a lot, but I just got some of them ready ahead of time. So we're starting with a pale papaya card base. And I can see already that I forgot to bring something in here. So I may just have to pop out for 1 second just to go and grab my multi-purpose glue. It's a good thing my craft room isn't very far from this room here that I do my videos in, because I do think I'm so organized and sometimes I just forget. Okay, so we've got ahead and pale papaya card base. Again, it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25, just the standard card base. I've got some of this super cute designer series paper. Isn't that adorable? On the back, it's got some snowflakes. So like I mentioned before, you can use this stamp set, this suite, for any time of the year. I've got a little piece of Poppy Parade, and we're going to pop these two on top of one another. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, and we're just going to pop these pieces down. Okay, and then we're going to put this right in the center of the front of the card. Okay, so I've just got that lined up, centered, and there we go. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to cut out some of these hybrid logs like you can see here. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take these pieces aside and bring in my stamp cut and emboss machine so that you can see the magic of this hybrid embossing folder. It really is amazing. So here is the embossing folder here. It's the tree rings folder. And we're going to use the tree rings dies that coordinate with it. And the one we're going to use is this one right here. Okay, so then I need to just grab my piece of soft suede paper, which, where have I put that? Where is that? Okay, it must be right in front of me. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay, sorry about that. So there is our soft suede paper. Oh, and then I just found another piece. I did make two. So the trick to this is we're going to take our embossing folder, we're going to open it up, and we're going to slide this die right over top. And it kind of sits in place because of the ridges of the embossing folder. So we've got the die on the folder, and then we're just going to place our paper over top. Now I only need partial of these logs, so I'm not worried that they're not all getting caught. But if you wanted, of course, to get them all, then you just make your piece a little bit bigger. So we're going to just close that up, and then we're going to make our sandwich. So we're going to start with plate number 1. And then we're going to put our embossing folder, and I always like to put the hinge first, so it's going to go through first. And then we're going to use our plate number 4. And we're just going to put that in, and we're going to wheel it through. I'm sorry if it's going to wiggle a whole lot. This desk is not really meant for big shot and videos. Okay. We are going to need this again, so I'm just going to set it to the side. And then we're going to open this up. Ready for it? We'll peel this off, and look at how awesome we have these ready-made embellishments for the log ends. So they're cut, they're embossed, and they're fabulous. Okay, so it's really easy to get some outdoorsy, camping, woodsy kind of embellishments using this awesome product. Okay, so let's set that aside. And now while the stamp cut and emboss machine is out, I'm going to do some die cutting with the Gnome Dies. So here are the Gnome Dies right here. They are bundled together with the Kindest Gnomes stamp set, or of course you can buy them on their own. And I'm just going to use a bunch of different pieces here. So again, we've got to adjust our sandwich. We don't need plate 4. We've got number 1. We're going to need number 2. And then we're going to need 2 number 3s. Okay. So I've got some crumb cake that I'm going to cut his little feet with. I've got a piece of white that I'm going to use to cut his beard. And a little piece of petal pink for his nose. And a piece of Poppy Parade Designer Series paper with this cute gingham pattern. And I'm going to pop that on there. So I've got all 4 pieces that I need to create my gnome, and I'm going to just slide my other plate number 3 on and roll that through. Okay, there we go. I hope I did that without making you guys too seasick, but here's all our little gnome pieces. So we've got his adorable little feet. And we've got his fun hat, his beard, and of course his nose. Let's stick those off to the side. And get rid of these excess boss plates. And now we can create our card. Alrighty. So first thing we want to do is we're going to create our gnome, and we're just going to layer up these pieces using some Stampin' Dimensionals. And for this one, I'm going to use both the regular and the minis. So if you can look on this guy's beard right here, you can see there are lines, cheat lines, on where to put his hat. You see that? And there we go. And where to put his nose. So it's really easy to recreate and make these cute gnomes. So let's go ahead and with a couple of the small mini dimensionals, I'm just going to put, actually we just need one on the back of his nose. If I can get that off of there. There we go. So we're going to put the nose right over top of where it shows us. Oops. A little easier to do when there's no camera over top of you. There we go. Okay, so there's his nose right in place. And then we're going to attach his hat. And I want to, on this one, you can see I kind of tucked his nose behind his hat. But when I was playing around with it, there's his nose on top of the hat. So I don't know which one's cuter. I think I'm going to make this one with it on top of the hat, and then we'll do a comparison later and see which one you guys prefer. So in order to do that, I'm just going to take my multi-purpose glue. I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here, right where it tells me the hat's going to sit. Ooh, I just about got rid of the polka dots. Would have been cute too, but I really like this gingham. Okay. So when those are lined up, we can just press that down. And there's our gnome coming to life. And then we're going to add the little boots. So to do that, again, we're just going to place that on top. And I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals again. And this time I'm going to put, oops, not there. I'm going to put the Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Right here. Okay, and then we're just going to line that up. I want to make sure his pants aren't just floating, so they're hidden in behind his beard here perfectly. Oh. And that one I didn't quite get in the right spot, so I'm just going to move that guy down. Maybe I'm going to get a new one. Okay, there we go. There's our cute little gnome. Isn't he adorable? I think he's super, super sweet. Okay, it kind of reminds me of punch art that I used to do a little bit of, but this was using dies. Same idea, just piecing them all together. Okay, now this is a tag that I die cut out of the Tailored Tags dies. This is the largest one with this shaped top, and we're going to layer him on here. But first, what I want to do is take some of these cute little log ends that we made, and I want to put one of them kind of here on the bottom. So I'm going to use my scissors. Okay, and I'm just going to trim this in half. I'm going to then put one of them. Oh goodness. Looks like my pen exploded on my scissors, so I'll have to clean that up later. This is going to be one of those blooper videos, real-time crafting with Denise. So if you're catching the replay, you missed all the fun while we were live. Okay, so that one is there with our ink splot and all, but we're going to try and cover that up, so that's okay. Now I'm going to pull in my card that we were creating earlier. And as I'm making this card, my workspace is getting smaller and smaller as all my supplies infringe on my crafty space. So that is where our tag is going to go. And then I'm going to add a little bit of the double stitched ribbon. And this is in Balmy Blue, which is the same color cardstock that I've used for our tag. And I'm going to have to clean, actually, I'm just going to clean this on some paper towel. Just enough so that it's not going to dye my ribbon. And then we'll just feed it through here. I love that those dies make the tag with the hole and everything for you, and the adorable stitched edging is super cute. All right, so we're just going to tie that in a bit of a knot. I always like to kind of twist it a bit so that the nice blue pattern is going to show in the front. And we'll trim that up again later. Oh, we've got some more ink on here. Oh well, like I said, real-time crafting with Denise. We'll embellish, we'll fix it, no worries. So I'm just going to add 3 dimensionals to the back, and I'm going to put them right down the center of my tag. Hello Tina, welcome, thank you for joining us. Okay, so this tag is going to go here, and I'm not worrying about the fact that the ribbon is going off the front of the card, because we're just gonna, when we go to send that, we're just gonna tuck it into the envelope, so that's okay. All right, then we're gonna take our gnome and we're gonna attach him here. So because of my little ink bloopers, because of the ink bloopers here, we're gonna just try and disguise them with this gnome. So we're gonna try and cover that one. That one we might not be able to cover quite as well, but that's okay. I'm going to, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. So there's where my gnome's gonna go. Covers the ink spots, no harm, no foul. There's no mistakes in stamping, there's just room for embellishments. That's what I always say, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. So the other thing we're gonna do is take the other end of the log that we cut, and we're gonna just sort of tuck that in there. Okay, now in hindsight, I could have used that first one here and the ink would have totally been hidden, but that's okay. All right, are we falling in love with this cute little gnome? He's so precious. Now I'm gonna take some of the grass, and again, this is in the Gnome Dies, so right here, and I've gone ahead of time and cut out 2 of them. We're gonna take this, we're gonna put one little dimensional, a mini guy, in behind here. And then we're gonna tuck this up here somewhere. I'm going to improvise because of my blooper. So we're just going to stick the grass there. So it's kind of tying in the logs together. All right, now let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Now the sentiment I'm using is coming from One Happy Family. This is a super cute stamp set for so many different occasions. I love the small fonts, and the greetings themselves are really awesome. So we've got keep up the good work. And like I mentioned before, inside says, I'm so proud of you. So I'm just going to use my Memento, so just some plain black ink, and I'm going to stamp keep up the good work onto this. Okay. So there's our sentiment, and then we can just take some dimensionals to the back. I'm not going to put one on the end that's going to touch the tag because it's already got a dimensional on it. So we don't really want to make it too bumped up. So just like that. And then you can see that there's a little bit of excess there. So now that I found my scissors that don't have ink all over them, I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. But in the meantime, I did manage to put my whole hand in my black ink pad. So now we're just going to have black ink. I tell ya. Okay. So there's the front of our card. Super cute. I'm loving these gnomes. Let's go ahead and decorate the inside. So I've just got a piece here of 4 by 5 1/4, just basic white. I'm going to put a bit of glue on there and attach that so it's centered on the inside panel of the card. It's always fun to open a card, don't you think, and have that little surprise in the inside. Okay, then we're going to take, oh, I should have trimmed this first. So we're going to just, getting ahead of myself here, we're just going to trim this up. I should have cut it down ahead of time, but anyway, we didn't. So this is going to tie in the cute little hat that we put on our gnome. And I really like the Poppy Parade with the Pale Papaya. I think it's a really nice combination. Okay, so I mentioned that I had cut another one of the grass pieces. And what I wanted to do is put a log. So this is another one that only cut partial when we cut that die cut out. So I'm going to do this on the inside because I think that just adds a little bit of something. And it makes the card look super cute. Okay, and I don't like to use dimensionals on the inside because of course the card won't close properly. And typically I use so many dimensionals on the front that it would probably cost me a fortune to mail them. So there we go. Now I just want to finish it off by stamping "I'm so proud of you" on the inside. Okay, so there's our card. Keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you. We did the gnome 2 different ways. We've got one with the nose under the hat and one with the nose over the hat. So I'm watching the comments, and for those of you watching live or the replay, please leave me a comment and let me know which one you like, under or over. I really can't decide. They're super cute either way. But we're not quite finished yet because I like to decorate the envelopes as well when I can. So on the card that I shared on Monday, so that's this little one here, I cut out another little gnome and put most of him on the front of the envelope. And I thought that was really cute. For this one, I am totally loving these mushrooms. So what I want to do is I'm going to put the mushrooms on the flap of the envelope. So I've got a 6-inch long by 2.5-inch wide strip of the Designer Series paper, and I'm going to flip my envelope like this, and I'm going to glue that right over top of the flap. So we can use either glue, whichever one you prefer. Just the key is to try and get it nice and tight and close to the edge. Okay, and then we can just line up the top of the Designer Series paper with the crease on the envelope. Okay. And then we'll flip it over and we'll just trim this excess paper off. Now you probably could have got away with 2 1/4 judging by the amount that I've cut off here. But I always like to give myself a little bit of extra room just in case I don't get it placed quite right. Okay, and then when we fold that in, now we've got a really fun envelope for our recipient to open and see in the mail. So there's our card. Oh, you guys, Sherry likes both. Tina likes over the hat. Okay, well, it's I don't know. It's a hard decision for sure. But there's our card. My screen keeps jumping up on me. So there's our gnome card. Super cute. Our inside is all nicely decorated for our recipients. A little surprise when they open it. And then, of course, we've got this super cute envelope tying everything all together. Let me just change screens again so I can say hello. So I really want to thank you all for watching. I know it's a bit of a change being live at 5 instead of 7:30, but this way a lot of people from all over Canada or all over the world will have a better chance of watching. I'm hoping they'll pop in eventually, and if you can't catch the replay, if you can't join live, then please catch the replay and leave me comments. I will be checking them also. The other thing I wanted to mention is that all of those mini catalog products that I shared today are available on my online store. They're in the catalog, and celebration items, we didn't use any of them today, but I did feature the hippos last week. Those are available while supplies last for July and August with a $60 order. Okay, so thanks everybody for joining me for my first Live at 5 Tutorial Tuesday. I hope that you enjoyed today's card with the super cute gnomes. And if you want to see more creations, pop on over to createwithbirdsnest.ca. You can see my post from Monday. Today's tutorial, along with some more bloggy posts, will be up tomorrow morning. And then again, Friday, I'll be sharing another project using these super cute products. So thanks everybody for joining in. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening, and thank you.